it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I am knee-deep in things. I've got multiple things happening today, so I'm just moving along with a fusion piece I've got going on. So this is my art fusion. This is a paint silicone matte. I'll be doing a paint skin on it, and my thought process is one paint skin on this, only making it larger and shaping it around this part. So this is a really interesting piece of wood. It's taken a lot of work to get it to this point. Here's the back. So here it is in its rough form, even after I've sanded off a lot of the nubs that were on it. This is the front, and here is the back. So you're going to get to see how this transforms. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm using my regular pillow. I'm using my Multi-Pro. I am not wanting a translucent base. I want something that is opaque because I want this piece to pop. I've noticed that with my, while I love my fusions and the translucent pillow is really cool, I'm going to go back and start back over again with using just a regular pillow and build back into translucency. So for this, I'm looking at about a creation that's about 10 inches long and about 6 inches wide. So we're looking about like this. That's why I've started it in that direction, and about 6 inches-ish there, that direction. It's gonna be interesting if I can pull this off, because this is a very strange shape. So this is my quinacridone Nickelazzo Gold with Zeus combination. So quinacridone Nickelazzo Gold is by Golden, and the Zeus is TLP. Love this combination. And how am I going to blow this? Oh, you know what? I think I need to blow this out with a hairdryer. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I didn't even think about that till just at this moment. Here's my gold combination, which is 24 karat gold by DecoArt and iridescent gold by Golden. So I got to focus on blowing more in this side-to-side direction. This is not going to be a typical bloom. Foundationally, though, it is a bloom. This is my Golden's iridescent bronze. So you notice I'm using a lot of metallics here. Silver, iridescent silver by Golden. Seem to have a theme going on. Actually, I have golden in each one of these colors is some form of golden. Last color is Carbon Black by Golden. Doesn't want to drizzle very nicely. I don't know why. Okay, that's that. So let me get my hairdryer, which is the Berta. I'll have it on high and cool. And my cell activator. And this is, once again, the Australian Floetrol cell activator. Still from Jessica Winterstrom from the Fluidart Experience. If you're looking for an American Floetrol cell activator recipe, I have a great one. It's video 141. I'll link it above. Titanium white, oxide black. I'll blow it out for a second, and then we'll use the hairdryer. So lately on my larger creations, I've been blowing out the cell activator with my mouth just to get it going. I think it helps in getting it to spread once I hit it with a hairdryer. And now with the hairdryer going, all I'm doing is blowing it slightly on an angle and pushing at that ridge where the cell activator is meeting where the paints are, and pushing it out as far as I can. And you see I'm going to be pushing out to the edge of the pillow. I probably should have had a little more pillow down, but I'm going to have to add more here in a second. Don't have enough pillow. Well. Get some pillow down before I roll too far here. So I'm going to add pillow on fast forward, and it's important to add pillow because when you get to spreading your composition, you don't want the composition to kind of fold in and roll in on itself as it starts to spread when you spin it. If you have the pillow on there, what's going to happen is the composition will spread out with the pillow and it'll expand in size and not just run over itself. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing going. Get it in a shape that I'm looking for. Gentle spin. So in this creation, as I go through, I'm going to have to add more pillow. I'll go on fast forward or cut pieces out, and same with the spinning. Just to keep this video as tight as possible, I always try to save you guys some time in viewing. And in this case, this video does run a little long because there's extra parts to it, but you definitely want to stay tuned because this thing turns out really cool. I'll cut out any of the excess spinning. Just keep it going. I want it to roll over itself. I'm going to get some more pillow down before I go too far. But this is stretching out nicely. So as I lay down more pillow here, I'm just going to skip ahead, skip through this. You'll see as I go. Don't necessarily want to go sideways. I do want to go longwise. Spin. This is gorgeous. See how big we are. Almost a 10, bigger than 6. Another spin. That's the beautiful thing about these skins, is that you can always cut them to the size you need them at. Again, as I lay more pillow down, I'm going to skip through some of this. Okay. So I'm pretty diligent about keeping up with the measurement because I want to make sure I don't go too big. And all the while I'm looking at this, I'm trying to imagine how it's going to fit on that wood piece. This is going to be cool. I can go longer than 10. I think that's going to do it. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stop with this, and I'll be back for the next portion. Once the paint skin dries, I'll show you the paint skin removal, and then we'll be getting ready to apply the paint skin to the piece. This is where we are. So I didn't record this actual paint skin removal, but here it is. So simply on the silicone mat after 4 or 5 days, once the paint is dry, grab an edge, peel it off, and you're good to go. It's that simple. At the same time, you're preparing the wood piece to accept the paint skin by sanding. I didn't video this sanding process, but in my video 332, that creation, I talk about the tools and show you how I sand some of these wood pieces. So I'm not going through the whole process of what I do to prepare the wood, but coming off of the sanding portion, what I do afterwards, and this is not the piece, it's just there for example, I apply mineral spirits just by taking the cloth and just rubbing it over the top. After I've sanded it, it's a way of cleaning the piece of wood before I get ready to stain it. Here's a stain, and this is the actual stain that I used for that piece of wood, which is a natural color. It just brings out the natural beauty that's in the wood. And again, I get a cloth like this and dip it in the stain and just rub it over the top of it and get the stain to color the wood and bring out the natural beauty of the wood. And it's after this point that I ultimately will get ready to resin it after that. But I just wanted to show you real quick what I do for the mineral spirits to clean the wood, and then the stain after that. Hi everyone. Well, I'm back for the application of the paint skin after cutting it out. Now, I don't think you can see from where you are, but this has been a journey of over a month assessing what I'm going to do with this thing, because I decided I wanted to take my sweet time and decide how I wanted to have this lay out. Now, I was originally thinking it was going to go like this, and then I was thinking maybe like that, and then I was flipping it around. And in the process of just looking at this, and this is what I do, is I'll look at it, and then I'll wait a few days, and then I'll look at it again. I've gotten real patient with these because these are very interesting and unique. And now I've come to this point where, look at that. I'm making a dinosaur. This is what came to me. And the eye came from part of this that was cut out from there. And this is what I'm doing. So yeah, this has been a long time coming. So because I've got this right where I want it, and what I had to do is in these sections I had to slit it, because you can't go up and down these hills and have it lay right. So you got to give a break in a line so that you can overlay and lay it flat. Otherwise, it would just have a big buckle, it would be buckling all over the place. So that's a big tip for you. So I'm not moving this, and I'm just going to get this cursorily laid down, because I'll fast forward through this probably. And this is just some Varathane. I happen to have this open today. It's some satin. I was putting some varnish on the back of a charcuterie board. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going for it. The varnish can go where it wants to. Gonna start from one side and go to the other. So I don't want to move this. I want to move it minimally, because where I've got it is where I want it. So as I continue to lay down the paint skin and secure it, I'm going to go on 4 times the speed, and I'll probably cut out some portions here. But all I'm doing is I'm applying the varnish to the wood piece and the back of the skin, and then laying it down and then pressing very hard firmly to make sure I'm pushing out any air bubbles and any excess varnish to the edges, and then I'm cleaning off the edges as I go. I was really surprised at how well this adhered, and I think having those slits really helped. And now the eye was really tricky because it wasn't a flat surface on the inside, and I really am hoping it's going to secure well enough to accept resin. I think that's it. I don't want to overtouch it. Just let it secure. I think everything is in. Squeeze out a little more. All right. I think we're good. So this is where we are. Now on to resining, which I will not show you because this is going to be a bear cat. I'll be back with the finished results. So everyone, here are the final resin results, and meet my new friend, the dinosaur. I am so happy with how this turned out, and so surprised at how this evolved as I was going through the thought process in this creation. So here we are up close, and I can't even believe I applied 2 coats of resin to the eye and only 1 coat of resin to the entire piece. And this is what we've got. So if you enjoyed this video and are new here, please subscribe, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. And if you did like it, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a comment. I get back to everybody. And if you know any dinosaur fans, share it with them. I'd appreciate that too. And stay tuned to the end. I will have a link to my playlist for art fusion so you can see other creations I've made similar to this, only different. The beautiful thing about these is that you can let your imagination go wild. And even one time I created Groot. So that's all for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.